Hello, folks. So I thought I'd talk about, you know, okay. I thought I'd talk about what's been going on with me thus far. What's been going on with me thus far, and so let's see. All my interviews are done. All my pharmacy school interviews are done. So, yes, yeah, that's Daniel Bryan, yes, chant right there. But all my interviews have been done, and they're done. They're over with. I don't have to deal with them anymore. I don't have to travel anymore. I'm just like, oh, it's so good, It just feels so great that they're all done, and I'm just like, oh, you have no idea how relieved I am. Additionally, C2E2 is coming up in April. That's C2E2. Yeah, C2E2 is coming up in April, and we have planned. I have planned. I'm gonna meet with my little brother, my little brother, my two cousins. We're gonna go as X-Men characters. I don't know about my little brother's going as X-Men characters, but we're going as X-Men characters. Idiot. Not X-Men characters. We're going as Street Fighter characters. So sorry. I'm incredibly funny and incredibly difficult to stay still, and my thoughts are going 100 miles a minute, and I'm getting distracted really easily. And it's just like it's been like this for the last 3 days. So bear with me, folks. I'm trying to get through this. But anyway, we're going as Street Fighter characters. Me, my two cousins, my female cousin, my male cousin, and my little brother. I don't know what he's going as. We're trying to convince him to go as a Street Fighter character, but he's like, no, being the moody teenager type person that we always do. Additionally, so here's what I'm gonna go as. I'm gonna go as Ryu because I have the skill set for it. I mean, look at that. I have the arm, I have the look for it, so I'm going as Ryu. My male cousin's going as Akuma. Mainly because because he has like the skin color for it. He's like we're Hispanic, so he has like the Hispanic skin color for it. My cousin, she's going as Mikado, from Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4. She's going as Mikado. Yeah, I said that. Mikado, Street Fighter 4. The girl in a white tee. She has the hair for it and the shape for it. So we're all going in gi, essentially. Could you imagine me as Ryo? But and additionally, I've also been saving up so much money. I've been saving up money for the con and for other stuff like Giant Size X-Men and X-Men 94. I've been saving up a lot of money. I mean, I got a good income tax refund to me. That was nice. I got a good income tax refund. Additionally, like I said, I've been working like at least 1 or 2 extra shifts a week. I mean, I know next week I didn't pick up any shifts up this week, but next week I'll be picking up 2 shifts. Like crazy, that's kind of annoying, but I'll be picking up 2 extra shifts next week. So I'll be working 40 hours for the first time ever. I feel like an adult, even though I'm a adult trapped in my child brain, whatever. But I feel like an adult, so I'm like working 40 hours. Next week I pick 2 extra shifts up. I only work weekends, but I'm picking up Monday and Tuesday during the PM. So like I said, I'm getting like at least an extra. I'm getting about an extra 130 bucks in my paycheck these days now. So that money that I'm kind of stipending, like every time I feel like I get extra money in my check, I'm writing it down. This is the extra money that I have. There's more extra money that I have. There's more extra money that I have, and I'm saving to the side. What else is there besides saving up for the con and other stuff? Oh God, I don't know what else. I can't kind of concentrate. But trying to concentrate. Come on, focus. Focus. Come on. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, so besides the pharmacy school, I already got accepted to 2 pharmacy schools already. One was in Southern Illinois, another one's in Chicago, so I got accepted to 2 schools already, which is just like, whew. So, and then ironic is that was the one that I got accepted in Southern Illinois. That was the one when I told them that, they asked me what your last impression is, and I said, oh, you mean besides my rugged handsomeness? So that was pretty sweet. That's why I got into that one. Got into another thing called Chicago State University, and really happy about these stuff. And I'm still waiting to hear back on Pittsburgh, University of Illinois, and Madison, Wisconsin. Although Madison, Wisconsin, I'm going to hear back till March, which is stupid. So, additionally, you can see, oh, God, I'm sorry, just having a lot of trouble staying still and concentrating. But additionally, what's been going on with me personally, this is kind of a vlog. I'm testing it out because I'm really all over the place. I kind of want to see myself how all over the place I am, and so anyway, God dang it, anyway, I'm really all over the place right now, and so I've been going to therapy, counseling. I mean, this is my 3rd session that I've been to. This is my third session that I went to. I mean, I would have probably had a few more, but with the interviews in Pittsburgh and Southern Illinois and the University of Illinois and stuff like that, I had to wait. I had to like really, 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 really wait. I had to wait, and it was late, so I had my last session, and I will be honest, folks. I was kind of like this in my last session too. Like I said, I've been really all over the place and hyper for the last 2 days. I mean, my sister was sick yesterday, was sick on Tuesday, and I just remember, that day I just started feeling like this huge surge of energy, and then bam, it just came out, and then my sister was sick, and I was annoying the hell out of her, like all over the place, and then yesterday I was really all like literally when I got up, I'm usually a cranky bastard. But after about like 10 minutes, I was like, oh, I feel great. I feel awake and happy and just all over the place. And today was the same thing. I got up and 10 minutes I was cranky and then like, bam, just shut off into like the air and stuff. Maybe I should clean or organize. Oh, maybe I'll lift weights tonight. But anyway, sorry, I'm just looking at something. But, oh, God, I don't know what the point. Yeah, okay, I need to see my. Really, really difficult to concentrate. My mind's going like. And so anyway, I know last night I've been going to sleep like around 3, 4 in the morning, and it's not because I'm not tired. It's just because I'm really feel resistant to sleeping now these days. I mean, for like the last few days, I've been like last day or two or whatever, I've been feeling really resistant to sleeping. It's just not that I can't go to sleep. It's that I'm just really resistant to it because for some weird reason I just feel like I have so much to do even though I don't have anything to do. And I feel like I'm going to miss something if I go to sleep. And it's just, ugh. So I've been going to sleep pretty late, like 4 in the morning. Although in my defense, I've been getting up like at 11 and 12. So I've been getting a full sleep. But that's the way it's kind of been going. I just feel like I have so much to do at night. And I just feel like I have a lot of stuff to do at night, and like I have so much to do, even though I don't have anything to do, and I feel like I'm gonna miss something, and I think I just don't want to go to sleep, and it's it's weird, and additionally, I also came up with a few ideas for some videos, like the Epic Mode in the comic books. I came up with an idea for that. I came up with some preliminary ideas with for the Doom Chronicles videos. I came up with a few ideas for those, that I'm kind of flip-flopping on. And I'm trying to see what, and now I just gotta, read them over again and see which I can actually pull off with my limited amount of editing skills and stuff like that. What else is there? My channel-wise, I mean, as I say, I always flip-flop with my channel. I mean, I'm gonna be on here for almost 3 years in August. And I'm always like flip-flopping between the two. Should I close it? Should I not close it? Should I close it? Should I not close it? On one hand, I want to close it. On one hand, I don't want to close it. It's just all up in the air, like chaotic, insane. Ugh. I'm just, it's a. Come on. Focus. But, okay, what was I at? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. It's so hard to concentrate. But anyway, I keep flip-flopping whether or not to close my channel or keep it open, close my channel, and it's like it's like the constant struggle between those two things, and I just, thus far I'm keeping it open, then I'll probably, but here's what I'm doing with my channel. I mean, comic book videos are always going to be there, always there, always. I mean, I finally showed my Uncanny X-Men haul. I should have had another issue, but the post office is being bastards. And, so status not updated on the tracking. It's like, God, they do this every time now. Ever since we turned back the clock. I mean, it's not that hard to deliver a freaking package. But anyway, I mean, so I'm waiting for my Uncanny X-Men 124. I'm waiting for Uncanny X-Men 113. But it's like, I don't know what the hell the post office is doing, because I should have had this last week. So, it's quite annoying. But anyway, as I was saying, comic book channels, the comic books are always going to be at the forefront. Additionally, what I always kind of wanted to do is, like, I've decided that I'm going to be posting up videos like once every 2 weeks to a month about, like, just standard updates of, like, counseling and, mental stuff that I'm kind of dealing with right now. And, oh, God, I should have went back to the counseling. But anyway. What happened with the counseling is that, so I had the session last year, and I was exactly like this. Like I said, I've been like this for about 3 days already. Just like, this will be the third day, and And it's really hard to explain. I just feel like, my mind's going 100 miles an hour, and as you can tell, I'm kind of something that, I'm losing my train of thought, really hard to focus, and I'm talking really, really, really fast, and some things I'm really aren't making sense, but I'm talking like fast, and I feel like I'm talking really fast, and I feel like, just a surge of energy, and I'm like, can't keep still, and, constantly shifting around, and how do I feel? I feel like I feel like, there's like a surge of ideas just waiting to get out, and I also feel like, like I'm running around, and I also feel like, I had to do something. Like I had to go and do something. I had to go do something, anything. I can't just sit around. I had to go. I feel like everything has to be done now. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I had to go do something, maybe work out, run around a few times, whatever, do jog. I just, I feel like there's something out there for me to do that's amazing, and I just don't know what it is, and it's just, it's like time to figure that out. But anyway, like I said, I was with the concert like this, and we have had two sessions. In the last two sessions before this session that I had the other day, the last two sessions, I was really horribly depressed, like really depressed. And this is the first time and then I showed up like this, and I remember when I got up in the morning, I was just thinking, oh, good God, I just, this surge of energy. And I just remember in the back that I'm thinking, God, I gotta keep it together. I have to try my best not to move around, shifting in a chair, because she'll notice that. And I have to try really my hardest not to do anything, but I just couldn't control it. I mean, I was getting distracted. I mean, I was like getting distracted really easily looking out the window. There was this really cool lamp that, I thought there was like, I just kept getting distracted by this lamp that had this weird shady thing. And so I had that lamp that was really weird, and I kept getting distracted by that, and I couldn't stay still. I mean, I was like shifting around, kept shaking my leg, and you see I'm rocking back. I couldn't stay still, and I couldn't concentrate. My mind's going 100 miles a minute. I was talking a little fast sometimes, and then she was just looking at me, and she kind of was, she, and then she kind of told me something that she kind of said that what she thought was the problem was now. After seeing, before she kind of had an idea, but after seeing it, she thought that she realized what, was kind of going on with me, what she thought it was. And so, needless to say, I'll probably be, I'll probably be, I'll probably be seeing like a professional psychologist or psychiatrist within the coming 2 or 3 weeks, because now she's decided to look over some stuff, and she's gonna try to hook me up with a psychiatrist or psychologist, someone who can maybe properly see what diagnose me, because she's just a counselor, she can't diagnose me. And so we're gonna see. So she told me, she told me what it was. She thought she everything's getting flipped around. She told me what she thought it was, and she told me what she thought it was, and I don't want to say what she thought it was, because sorry, she told me what she thought it was, but I don't really want to say anything until until I know absolutely positively 100% sure. That's why I don't want to say what she thought it was, because then then it could be something completely different. It could be something completely different than what she thought what it was. It might be nothing. It might be something. It might be nothing. Who knows? But you kind of seem like that. But so I don't really want to say what she thought it was, because then we'll get some false claims into people, and people will be all people will be maybe worried, needlessly worried for no reason, and stuff like that. So it's just, yeah. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with me and my channel. That's what's been going on with me and my channel, and stuff like that. And so I thought I'd just do this vlog now, because I don't think I've ever did a vlog when I'm like this, all amped up and just, But anyway, thanks for everyone who's gonna watch this.